I'm convinced that the more educated you get, the harder it is to date. And this is why. I have a lot of high standards for myself mentally, emotionally, financially, which is why I decided to go into the career that I'm going into. And because of that, I have high expectations for the person I date, meaning I want them to have similar goals and ambition as I do.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, that's nice. Good for you, but here's a problem. You're forgetting yourself, sister. What you want out of a relationship doesn't really matter. All that matters is whether or not that man is interested in dealing with you. Now, the kind of man you desire has options, and he doesn't want a career woman who's speeding towards middle age faster than you can say, I am the prize. He would rather have a woman who's going to provide peace and warmth to his life, and you provide neither.
Unfortunately, there are not that many men who have that similar ambition or similar goal. And especially in Las Vegas. Like Las Vegas, it is just so hard to date here. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, Las Vegas, huh? Well, why do I find myself both surprised and unsurprised at the same time? You've chosen to move to a city that was built on lawlessness and debauchery, and considering how many people go to Vegas with the intent of getting married by an Elvis impersonator, and yet you still can't find a date, it leads me to believe that your location isn't the problem. You'd find yourself in the same situation in New York, Los Angeles, or even Sheboygan, Wisconsin. You chose to live this life, and now you get to live with the consequences of your decision. Hope the career was worth it, woman.
Drizzle, drizzle. Really? Really? Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. If this doesn't say everything we as women need to know, that men want to be females so bad. You guys want to be us so bad. Drizzle, drizzle.
Alright, let's set the record straight. Not only have I never wondered what it was like to be a modern woman, I have never wished to become one either. I honestly can't imagine a life that's so devoid of meaning that the only form of validation I can find is to post a video of myself publicly admitting that I'm incapable of getting something as an obvious joke, all while recording myself laying on a couch, looking as unflattering as possible, and wondering why it's impossible for me to get a date. It makes me thank my lucky stars every day that I am, in fact, a man.
I knocked her up and I ain't paying child support. Drizzle, drizzle, man. Yeah. Drizzle, drizzle on that. Yeah. I made her pay for half the day. Oh, drizzle, drizzle, brother. Drizzle, drizzle. Drizzle. Tell her, brother.
Jesus. Scary.
You know what, I gotta admit, the one thing that I respect about Drizzle Drizzle is its efficiency and its effectiveness. Never before have two words been put together to make the entire population of modern women completely melt down in real time. What we have here is a collective brain malfunction of modern women. You can almost see their brains glitching out as men join together to collectively remind them that they are about as desirable as a case of incurable warts, which is probably something they can all relate to. It's incredibly fascinating to watch, and it's wonderfully hilarious.
I'm just looking for a single guy who's okay with me coming over to his house late at night. I'm gonna be wearing a cute outfit just for him because I love to surprise him. And then I'm gonna cook him a home-cooked meal, and we will go back to his bedroom and cuddle, and we can watch a ton of Marvel movies together while I scratch his arms and back. Is anyone into that?
Nice try.
Alrighty, I'm calling bull hockey on this one. I can already tell based on that luxury bathroom. You have, from what I can already assume, is an expensive apartment that was gained by some form of social media influencing. If you truly wanted a man to do all of those things, you could have already found one. We're not that hard to find, but you clearly do not want those men. You're pandering to them in hopes of increasing attention in your comments section and view count for your terrible TikTok channel. There's a bunch of other reasons, but the dead giveaway is you're talking about wanting to watch Marvel movies with a man while wearing a shirt that has the most prominent hero of the DC universe next to Superman. So take my advice. If you're gonna try to successfully pander to us, at least do some research first, please.
Money.
How to get anyone to come back and beg to be in your life again. Yes, even if they rejected you, ghosted you, blocked you, you do this one thing and they're gonna be walking on in, beating down your door and asking for a second chance. And it's surprisingly easy. All you have to do is raise your vibration.
Ew.
Oh, lady, if you're planning on some sort of metaphor to convince Dr. Pookie McChadman to take you back, then I'm gonna strongly advise you don't use a word that's synonymous with, shall we say, female loneliness in the most algorithmically friendly sense of the word. If the good doctor is taking it upon himself to relieve you of your duties as a less than substantial concubine, then there's nothing you can really do. He's already moved on to younger and more agreeable activities. There's no amount of, vibrations that you can do to change his mind.
What do I mean by that? Well, right now, your vibration is coming from a place of lack. I don't have them. I'm never gonna hear from them. I messed it up. I'm not good enough. And when you come from a place of lack, you keep attracting lack. So what you need to do is come from a place of abundance.
Well, that's just it, isn't it, you silly harebrained little broad? If that particular man ghosted you or decides you're no longer worth the time or energy to get you naked, then he's already decided that you lack the bare minimum standards for him to expend any resources on you. Ergo, you are coming from a place of lack. And there isn't a way for you to show that you're coming from a place of abundance because you have nothing in abundance with which to provide. Tyrone knew this. That's why he kicked you to the curb in the first place.
There's the door. Why don't you check it out?
I have everything I need. I'm a catch. I'm perfect. I'm gonna hear from them again. That simple shift is gonna make you a magnet for whatever and whoever you want in your life.
Woman, the only thing you have in abundance outside of cringe is complete and utter uselessness. Think about it. If you truly were a perfect catch, then you would have been wifed up when you were in your early 20s and potentially started a family by now, but that clearly didn't happen. That's because the only way you could be a catch is if Chad threw you back when you weren't worth keeping around. So this begs the question, if you have everything you already need in your already perfect life, then you don't need that particular man, then why are you bothering trying to get him back when he made it abundantly clear he wanted nothing to do with you or your lack of abundance? That's just something for you to ponder as you figure out how to play with those vibrations of yours, because at the end of the day, that's all you're gonna have left.